Thank you very much, Theophilus, for having me and for the opportunity to mark the day together, the Day of the Missing People, which is a global commemoration since there are around, from the figures collected by the ICRC, around 284,000 missing people around the world. Not only in Nigeria, it's a global phenomenon which is always connected with many different situations, like for instance, armed conflicts, but also this phenomenon is connected with migration, displacement of people, natural disasters. It's not something that happened just because someone is trying to hide information intentionally about the missing people, but it can happen because many different situations. People get lost because displacement is always chaotic. This is something that happens in Nigeria. Someone can mismanage the human remains, not taking the information which might allow their identification. Sometimes weapon bearers keep people in their custody without informing families of the fate or whereabouts of their loved ones. So it's a pending issue which affects a lot of families around the world. Only in Nigeria, more than 13,000 family of missing persons, 68% of them females, are searching for around 24,000 missing persons. So it's a phenomenon which affects not only the direct families, but also the society and the country, the state in general.
Obviously, the value chain is quite large. That leads me to a question that has been on my mind, that why do these disappearances continue despite international laws prohibiting them? And who is failing in this regard and why?
All of us, we are failing. There are many situations, as I just said, which explains why someone can get disappeared. It's not only because someone intentionally is hiding information about their fate and whereabouts, but there are many situations which can explain unintentional as well disappearances. The international humanitarian law says that this tragedy is not inevitable. It can be prevented if all the parties of the conflict, the armed barriers, the authorities, the society, understand that it's something that creates a lot of suffering. The IHL, the International Humanitarian Law, declares that all the parties to a conflict are obligated to prevent people from going missing, help separated family members to get back in touch and be reunited. So in this way, you can prevent disappearances, clarify the fate and whereabouts of missing people, protect the dignity of the dead, and address the various needs of the family. So this is something in which we all are committed.
All right, so what effective measures do you think can be deployed to find this missing person? Now, do you think there should be some deliberate reworking of global security, especially at national borders?
No, I mean, it's not up to the ICRC to make this type of comments, but our advice in general, it's for the weapon bearers to ensure the implementation of the international humanitarian law. As I just explained, has a lot of provisions in this regard, but also to the authorities to set a comprehensive response, because it involves many different organizations, each of them fulfilling the roles might be able to provide some answers to the families. It's very important this because addressing the issue of missing people is crucial to contribute to peace. Yeah. So it's not possible to build peace without addressing this situation. Unresolved cases can perpetuate trauma, deepen grievances, and exacerbate divisions and mistrust. Families always should be supported in their struggles related to disappearance. They are not only victims, they are actively searching. I mean, in many cases, they are solving the cases by their own. So they are always need to be considered when the states or the society implement solutions, because they are experts in their own needs. They have also created two associations of family of missing persons, one in Borno, another in Adamawa. But the society as well play a very important role. Families of missing persons and their plight should be heard and acknowledged. Uh, we need to show them that they are not alone, and that their loved ones are not forgotten. They should never be stigmatized, because it is always which is in the roots or the lack of action, the stigmatization, accusing them or being excluded for their attempts to clarify the fate and whereabouts of their missing loved ones. And it's important as well, and it's something that all of us can do, support their initiatives created by their own associations or by individual families. This is an important occasion to show our solidarity, renew our commitments, and understand that time does not heal. What heals is acknowledgement and answers and respect.
For the ICRC, this International Day is celebrated every year at August 30th. What are the plans for the ICRC to ensure that this doesn't just go, we don't just remember the forced disappearance, people that have disappeared forcefully on that day, but this becomes an ongoing conversation?
Forcibly and unforcibly, as I explained, because there are many situations which explain people becoming missing persons. What the ICRC does is in the main state zones where the armed conflicts is active, is to transmit, to share messages with IDPs, with displaced people, to prevent, for them to take actions which might prevent or reduce the risk of becoming missing people. We will continue providing our tracing services. Only till June of this year, we have collected 450 new cases. We have possibly closed 515 cases. We are providing accompaniment programs to the families in Borno and Adamawa. So far, we were able to help around 1,000 families through this accompaniment program, through which we provide psychosocial support, livelihood support when needed, and we also support the authorities in this regard. Now, for instance, we are working very close with the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, the Ministry of Defense, the Ministry of Health. We had very relevant engagement with the National Human Rights Commission, the Ministry of Human Affairs, the Ministry of Women Affairs, and of course we do everything with our our main partner, which is the Nigerian National Society of the Red Cross. So our commitment is continue advocating for something to be done at a state and at the social level, and to continue supporting authorities and families of missing people in addressing their needs.
Deputy Protection Coordinator of the Tracing Department, ICRC, Rafael Shagura, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Well, that's World Now. For more updates on the stories we're monitoring, you can visit our website, www.tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. We also have updates for you on WhatsApp and Telegram at TVC News